Back in the 1980s, we started to notice a decline in amphibians. And at first we thought this is rather anecdotal. It's just a population flux in a couple of different populations across the United States. It wasn't long until we found out that this was a worldwide epidemic. We were losing amphibians at an alarming pace. This exhibit, I hate to call it an exhibit because it's kind of an interactive experience for everyone, but this is all about teamwork. It took teamwork to build this, and it's going to take teamwork for us all to work together to save these amphibians. And I'd like to thank a few of the people that made this possible, from the donors to the society to everybody here at the zoo. Everybody played a role in this, whether they were in here slinging concrete with the rest of us or whether they were backing up because we couldn't be somewhere else. Everybody played an important role in this. These amphibians in here they're just dying to meet you. They're dying for you to really, what we're trying to do is engender you and spur you into action. Amphibians all over the world need help, and we can do that. And that's what this is all about. It's about teamwork. It's not just about coming to the biopark to see animals. It's about learning what you can do to save these animals, and that's critically important. And with that, I'm going to turn you over to Ted from the Society, and he's going to say a couple of words as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Doug. Good work. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ted Lambert, BioPark Society board member and committee member of the Nurture Your Love of Nature capital campaign. I'm very pleased today to celebrate with you the opening of Amphibians, Life on a Limb. This exhibit is the first project to be completed as part of our multi-exhibit $10 million capital campaign. The exhibit, the amphibian exhibit, has been made possible because of the generous financial support of individuals and companies solicited by the BioPark staff and board members. Of course, raising funds is just one part of the big picture. We would not be here today without the tireless efforts of many of the dedicated BioPark staff. Doug named many of you a moment ago. Thank you all for your hard work and commitment to our amazing facility. I also want to thank Rick, the folks at City Hall, and Mayor Barry for their continued support and vote of confidence in the BioPark Society. As you know, there are many projects ahead and more funds needed to be raised to reach our capital campaign goals. I have no doubt that the incredible partnership that the Society has with the BioPark will continue to flourish and produce fantastic results. Working together, we are unstoppable. Congratulations to Doug and his staff and everyone associated with the completion of this important exhibit. I look forward to standing here with you again upon the success of our next three projects: the Gorilla Bachelor Pad, the McCall exhibit, and the Alligator Swamp. Thank you. Next, I want to introduce our wonderful mayor, who has a few more words to say about this terrific exhibit. Mayor Barry.
So when I go home tonight, my wife's going to say, "How was your day?" And I'll get to say, I got to see two newts wrestling. And then I'll have to explain that because they're wrestling in there right now. And let me say thanks, Ted, thanks, Doug, everybody here. I see so many volunteers. I see so many people, great city employees that really dedicate your lives to making sure that we have a wonderful biopark in the zoo. So I want to echo what Ted said. You know, this is a public-private partnership that we're talking about today. Ted's a local businessman. There's other business people in the community here that are stepping up with capital dollars. The BioPark Society is always out doing innovative things, trying to make sure that they're bringing attention to the biopark, but also raising funds. Tonight we have zoo music, so we'll have many thousands of people at the biopark or at the zoo tonight listening to great entertainment. This is so much to our community. This Amphibians Life on a Limb is a great new exhibit, and we have to make sure that we keep it fresh. We have to make sure that we're educating, because the biopark isn't just about seeing two newts wrestling. It's about stewardship, and it's about accountability, and it's about making sure that we're passing this world on better than we came into it and than we found it. So there's this, thank you so much, everybody. There's such an educational component to this. My son personally has been down to, before I was ever involved in public service, he was at the zoo taking the summer courses that they have for kids down here to get them interested in the sciences, to get them interested in sustainability and you know, the world that we live in. So there's lots of things to celebrate today. Number one is the opening of this new wonderful interactive exhibit that we have. And once again, thanks so much to everybody. We will be having conversations in the near future about the biopark and the zoo. We need to make sure that this is here for another 85 years. We're celebrating our 85th birthday this year. We've done a good job as a community going from 1927, where I think we had 5 animals at the Albuquerque Zoo, to the #1 attraction in the state of New Mexico. So it's also an economic driver. But we as an administration, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to come forward and we're going to talk about some things that we think are necessary to make sure that this place stays wonderful. We've got work to do here. There's areas and there's buildings here at the zoo that need friend. And we want to make sure that we're taking good care of the animals, our animal friends. We want to make sure that we have the facilities to do that. We want to make sure that we're planning for the future as well. So I look forward to standing in front of you in a couple of weeks and talking about some of the things that we think we can do to make sure that this is a sustainable facility for our kids and our grandkids and for future generations.